Say what again?
You want to write a book?
I want to write a memoir called Religion Ruined My Family. And it's about my mother's side of the family all being Jehovah's Witnesses. Shout out to my cousin Lisa. My cousin Lisa is still deep in the faith, you feel me? But she don't treat us like we fucking imbeciles. But this just the way my mother's side of the family treated her, and bro, my grandmother died this year, you feel me?
Yeah.
At the beginning of the year, top of the year, my grandmother died. She was like 97 years old. And it's like, my grandmother made so that her wishes is that her funeral wasn't in the Kingdom Hall. Because she wanted everybody to be able to come.
Right.
You feel me? My grandmother is definitely an amazing soul, amazing person. But at the end of the day, her faith that she followed to the T is like...
They wasn't even grant her that last wish?
No, they did. My aunts and everybody, whoever planned the funeral, they definitely made sure that my grandmother's wishes was like taken care of and held on to. But so my mother was disfellowshipped from the Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall, right? She was disfellowshipped. And I asked my mom, I'm like, why'd you get disfellowshipped? She was like, because I chose your father over the church. I was like, what you mean by that? She like, yo, so I've heard a million stories about all the physical, emotional, fucking spiritual abuse that she took from her ex-husband, who was my brother and sister's father. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I met the nigga when he met me, he was cool. You feel me? But I'm not my mother. I done lived all them years with this nigga, whooping her ass and shit like that. You know what I mean?
You just heard about it.
I heard about that, but when I met him, he was a cool dude. Like, he ain't never treated me no way, even though he knew I wasn't his son and not like that. Like, he never treated me no sideways. He never even gave me that energy, and I could definitely big him up for that. But he used to whoop my mom's ass and shit like that. And when she needed help, niggas used to turn a blind eye to it, because in that faith, the man runs everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? The women have no power when it comes to shit like that. Mm-hmm. So as much as my mother was begging the brothers of the Kingdom Hall to come talk to her husband who's not coming home at night, who she's hearing stories running around with other women and shit like that, she's like, yo, please come talk to my husband. And they're like, no. Feel me? So eventually, he does his thing for a while enough.
What he wants to his wife.
Right. He does his thing for a long enough time where my moms and my pop start talking. And my pop start knocking it down. You feel me?
Right.
And now it's the issue, because this nigga don't got free reign over the crib no more. He can't just come and pop up. He ain't got a key no more. So it's, who the fuck you got in my house? Nigga, you ain't been here in a minute. How did it steal your house? This nigga went to the Kingdom Hall and got the brothers from the hall to pull up to the crib like, yo, we hear that you got another man in your house, this, that's not your husband, this, that, and third. And she was like, yo, all the time that trying to come talk to him when he beat my ass, when he started a whole other family somewhere else, and I asked y'all for help, and y'all declined me. Y'all never even heard me out. And it's now, he found out I'm happy with somebody else. Now he got issues and shit. So she was like, fuck y'all. And they basically told her either choose between my father and the Kingdom Hall. She chose my pops.
Oh, that was an easy ass choice.
She was like, yo, this is the best man I ever met in my life. The nigga that treated me the best out of every man I ever dated in my life. Y'all want me to kick him to the side when y'all niggas can't even come to my rescue when I need y'all. Right. So I said with an open heart, fuck them niggas. I love my family, you know what I mean? Shout out to my cousin Lisa, my aunt Sherry and them.
Brother Jehovah Witness. Yeah, that's that one. You know the Jehovah's knock. As soon as they knock on the door.
Yo, before we go any further, I want to formally introduce y'all to Kaya NYC. Right now he's doing dope things. He dropped two amazing projects this year.
She got named right.
One was Keep Going, the other Underestimated. You know what I'm saying? Fire. You know, these are my two favorite people in the world. You know what I'm saying? Besides family and stuff, but they are family. You know, my two favorite people in the world. You know what I mean? So we got Big City, Kaya, NYC, and we got TJ Hackett, aka the Blind Boss, whose book just dropped. Before Kaya came in, we was talking about how Blind Boss, how Blind Boss for 19 years he had his sight, and then one day it just went black. It all faded away. So what was that like, adjusting from going to see everything to not seeing nothing? How did that impact your life? I know it impacted it crazy. Everything changed for you.
Well, yeah, but the biggest change was the people, really. You know, it was people mainly that made or break any situation in my life after going blind. You know what I'm saying? People that come around, people that I chose to be around, or whatever. Like, I found out that regardless, as if you like to be alone or not, like, people will always be a big part of every person's life, an important part of every person's life. Yeah, so going blind, like, the most part, I just surrounded myself around everybody, anybody that I can.
I ain't gonna hold you. I remember when I was away in college. At the time, I wasn't in PA. I had transferred schools. I was in North Carolina at the time. Nigga Rel called me. Rel was like, "Yo, this nigga Blind Boss went blind."
Blind Boss went blind.
He was Blind Boss back then, but he was like, "Yo, Blind Boss is blind." I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here, nigga. This nigga not blind." He like, "Yo, nah, this nigga blind." I come home for Thanksgiving break. I pull up in the whip. The first nigga I see is Blind Boss outside by himself, throwing away the garbage. You know how niggas had the garbage cans right there by the gate when you came out the building?
Right.
So this nigga's throwing away the garbage. So the nigga walks out the building, he throws the garbage in the can. Like, and then he walks back to the door.
And no stick or nothing.
No stick or nothing. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. But then when the nigga went back to the door, he had to search for the door handle. I was like, oh shit, maybe this nigga really is blind. And then I feel like I did everything, the same thing everybody else does when they this nigga ain't blind, they wave in front of his face and shit. So John jumping at the nigga.
Whisper, like he deaf.
Like, is he really blind? I'm like, yes, I'm really blind.
Yeah, I could ask you, I could sit here and ask you and say, like, you know, a lot of times, you know, Malcolm X said he lost his vision in jail, right? Because he was reading in the dark. But they say when he lost his vision, that's when he gained his sight. Or when he lost his sight, that's when he gained his vision. Do you consider yourself like in the same, like the same situation?
Not really. I'll probably, because in most situations that I be thinking of, I already knew most of the shit that I already knew as a child. I knew it now, but I didn't know I knew it or know how I knew it. But I always had some kind of deep, unknown, hidden knowledge within me to know to do shit. You see what I'm saying? So after I went blind, it was just more like, okay, now it's time for that stuff to be awoken, and now it's time for me to learn why I know this or how I know this. So I'll probably say being blind definitely set me on a path that I was supposed to be on, or rather kept me on a path that I was supposed to be on. You know, but as far as like losing or gaining wisdom from sight or whatever, nah, I wouldn't say they come together.
But you told me earlier in a conversation we had that if you didn't go blind, you would be dead. What you meant by that?
Well, there's been times when cops didn't know I was blind, and I guess they figured I fit the description. But then they seen the blind and just think like, wait a minute. Maybe
Hold on. Before you finish, I don't even know what it's called. We done called it a blind nigga stick for the last 20 years. I don't know what's the proper name. Just like we call Chinese food Chinaman. Yo, I said that in corporate America. They was like, yo, what they got to eat? I said Chinaman. They like, what? I had to go to see HR and stuff.
What is it called? A walking stick?
Nah, it's called a blind nigga stick.
I was like, yo, I be telling them, like, yo, one of my best friends is blind. They be like, what you mean he blind? Like, he can only see a little bit? Like, no, he completely blind. They're like, damn, I'm sorry for that. I'm like, don't be sorry for this nigga. This nigga probably more lit than you. Don't be sorry for him, nigga.
Yo, side note, he was bringing girls to my apartment and stuff that. I couldn't do it. If I did it, my mom's cursed me out. If he did it, he was like, I understand.
Nigga had to block jumping. Nigga had to work on deck, block jumping. Nigga cooking clean for himself, my nigga. Yo, bro, I always tell, I tell people one of my best friends is blind, and they're like, they feel sorry, but like, don't feel sorry. I'm like, this nigga's one of the illest niggas on the planet, bro.
I was telling him that. Illest
niggas on the planet.
I was telling him that, but he said that, and this is your exact words, that I'm not a likable guy.
No, not really.
Why don't you think so?
Oh, well, because I have a different state of mind that people don't have or probably not even ready to understand.
You just like to challenge what everybody got to say.
Not
even. It's just like
if you say yo the sky is blue, you be like, well, technically
red and yellow.
Like nigga, I did not ask you.
Nah, shit just gotta be truth to me. If shit just don't make sense to me, then I don't know why motherfuckers believe it. It's shit, simple shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit there and tell me that fucking someone shit is one way, and it's like, yo, but when I do this way, it doesn't work out like that. But now you're sitting there trying to tell me, oh no, don't worry about that.
Yo, explain your theory on COVID, because it was an interesting one. You know,
let's put it like this. Well, one, this is another reason why people won't like me is because that washing your hands for 20 seconds shit. Like, I personally believe there's something wrong with you if you're sitting there in the bathroom counting to 20 while you're washing your hands.
There's a song about that, bro.
There's something wrong with
What's in your ABC?
while you wash your hands.
That's what we teach your kids. So, by the time you finish your ABCs, your hands should be done.
And shit like that is wrong. You're sitting there singing, not even washing your hands right. You see what I'm saying? Like, wash your hands. You just wash the back of your hands and between your fingers and under your fingernails. That's well over 20 seconds. So just wash your shits properly. And you ain't gotta.
Right, but what's properly?
I just told you. Back of your hands and between your fingers and under your fingernails.
Right, but who taught you that?
My grandmother.
Right. How many niggas got grandmothers like your grandmother?
The hell if I know.
Right. Niggas ain't got, don't like teaching niggas how to wash their hands. All they say is, you go in the bathroom and say, did you wash your hands? And kids go, yes. No matter what happens.
That was, did you count the 20?
Kids go, guys.
Another thing is that while we on the subject of washing your hands, the world don't give a shit about you, bro. And I'll tell you why. Because they tell you, wash your hands after you use the bathroom. But they don't tell you, wash your hands before you touch your dick.
That's another thing, too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, my uncle, I remember my uncle, my baby mama calling me.
This nigga in trouble already.
I probably am. Hello? Yo.
You said this ain't live, right?
Yeah, this is live, bro.
Shit, she heard you say.
You might as well put it on speaker.
See that damage, right?
Yeah, all right.
Yo, that's a crazy shit. I don't edit, so this shit going phone call and all.
I appreciate you, real.
They gonna be like, yo, what podcast is this?
Yo, you're right. I'm
this
not
shit is
picking
real
up.
life, nigga.
My baby mama always think I'm cheating, so that's why I gotta answer the phone.
Yeah,
Real
Well,
shit.
you technically speaking, you can't cheat on your baby mama, so that gotta be like your girl or something.
My girl always think I'm cheating, so
Yeah, see,
and I can't pay this mortgage by myself, so we gotta make sure she happy. Plus, one of y'all niggas gonna move in.
Said we can't afford to break up.
Yo, honestly, bro, a lot of people can't afford to break up,
Yeah,
bro.
that's a fact. Because you come together to build.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Shoot,
You come together to build. But
it's easier when you have somebody to work with.
Right.
Two incomes, man.
Right, bro. You don't underestimate that. And you can't underestimate that because if y'all both making like $70,000 a year.
That's $140,000 in your house.
Right.
$140,000, you can live alright. You might not be great, but you can live alright. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shit, better than that. So I can do a lot with that.
So not fraying away from the book, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to give any spoilers, but Blind Bush, you created the Deadmen, the Gnomes, and the Converters. How do each set of characters separate themselves and or how are they special to the audience, you know?
Well, they are special to the audience because they are the audience. They're all just regular people, just like me and you. It's just after a certain cataclysmic event.
Oh, big one.
So depending upon where you were, what you were doing, that categorized you as the type of person that you were, which was either a converter, a gnome, or a dead man, or whatever.
Yeah, and the imagery that you, like when I'm reading, I actually see the images of the gnomes being taller than average creatures, the dead men, the skin falling off their body.
And then the converters is exactly what they did. Energy converter. They convert energies from their own self or from the area around them or from around things into anything by using either their mind or body movements, or it depends on how strong or how into life you are. The more into life you are, and the more into things in life you are, obviously the more powerful you'll be.
What was the process of writing this book?
The process of writing a book?
Yeah.
Well, like, what you mean?
Like, did you go through like writer's block, or did you go through? I got one in the room. Did you go through like It's probably on the floor.
Okay.
Did you go through like writer's block, or what kept it creative for you?
Well, I don't personally believe in writer's block. Because I believe working and writing is kind of like hand in hand, Like you can't work straight without taking a break. So the same thing applies to writing. You can't write straight without taking a break. So if that, unless you want to call that writer's block, then whatever, then by all means. But at any time that I had to take a break, I always did things that gave me more ideas.
So my bed made up?
Yes, sir.
Always did things that gave me more ideas to push me through. Like say, if I came to a scene where I didn't know what to say or what to do, like I even turned that into a scenario. You see what I'm saying? It's like damn, a big event happened, so now we all here stuck, and now damn, what do we do? So now I can just come up with a whole scene from that. in a lot of different cases, it would be like historical events or something like that that kept the process going for the most part of the whole world.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and that's crazy. So what's one of the biggest takeaways for you of writing the book? Like, did you feel yourself literally becoming an author while you was writing it, or have you always had that little thing inside you that said you was an author?
I always had a little bit. I always believe I had that that divine gift to do something, but I just didn't know what it was because I was like, society dictate my life. Don't
go past that. What do you mean you let society dictate your life?
Well, you know the cliche, stereotypical bullshit that everybody goes through as kids. Like my G, like I was scared to take the date or even talk to the most beautiful Italian chick I ever saw because I thought every Italian person was a part of the mom. You see what I'm saying? So this is just the vibe that I had as a little kid. But that came from
watching mob movies,
or
reading the
shit.
newspaper,
and listening to what other people say. You know what I'm saying? But like, if I had somebody to tell me the proper way of things work, how things are really, then then maybe I would have had a different life.
What's that way?
That you shouldn't follow what people tell you. You should do what you should do where you feel like you should do it. You shouldn't let nobody tell you how to feel. Like I don't care if you feel like braiding hair and you're a guy, like braid hair. You see what I'm saying? Like there's nothing feminine about that. It's not a feminine thing. It's just grooming. It's taking care of yourself. Like the only difference I see between man and female is a dick and a pussy. That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that's crazy that you say that because you and Kaya said something to me that changed my life, literally, bro.
What was that?
You told me that. I told you one day I had to clean up because I'm having company. And you was like, word, why are you only cleaning up because you have company? You got to clean up for you. It's like, why would you just take a shower because you got to go to work or you're going outside? Take a shower so you could be in your essence fresh. You know what I mean? And that made so much sense. And at that moment, I realized that, you living your life for everybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how society dictates you. Like when you want some that first impression bullshit. I
don't think you living your life for other people. You just try on your daily basis to offend the least amount of people possible. Like if you don't care about washing your ass, don't wash your ass. But when you get on the train and you ain't wash your ass for a week, niggas gonna be like, ooh. I mean, you like, let me get in the shower so I don't offend these niggas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. We don't want to offend people.
Well, but all right. But what about like prettying up and looking good and shit?
Yo, bro.
Like
I've dated I don't know how many girls. Like seriously dated maybe not a lot. Like a handful of girls. Like between I'm gonna say from high school to now, I've dated a handful of girls seriously. Once you get past that honeymoon phase where everything is perfect and all your dates are perfect
15 minutes.
and you can't say nothing wrong and the sex is amazing and like everything is great, bro. Once you get past that stage, don't nobody give a fuck about how they care. Once your bitch starts spending the night, she got a drawer in your house, my nigga. She gonna be drooling on your pillow. Bitch gonna be farting under the covers and shit like that.
Sleeping in the do-rag.
you see what I'm saying? But
all that shit go out the window because that shit is not important to them.
Well, but that's how society dictates people's lives and shit. They tell you to lie and put your quote unquote best foot forward. And now, after I seen all the good things, but now I'm trapped because now I find out that
honestly, if I'm a businessman, right, and I'm dealing with a woman like on a professional level, business level, and she comes into this business meeting with her head looking like she just woke out of bed, crust in her eye, dried up drool on the side of her mouth, smelling a little tart. I'm gonna look at this bitch and say, I don't want to do no business with her. She don't got her shit together.
Right.
Feel me? She can't even take care of herself to come to this meeting. How the fuck she want to take care of my business? And that might not be
might
true.
want to hear what she have to say.
But your image, your image says a lot, bro. Image says a lot.
Right. Well, image says a lot because that's what society told you to do. You know what I'm saying?
No, because you go dumb out with your image. Not to say that in a negative way, but think about it. Every nigga that fuck with Erykah Badu, all of their images changed, bro. Andre 3 Stacks is in skirts, Common drinking fucking wheatgrass and shit like this. Like, niggas all change for the people that they're around, the people who they want, my nigga. You feel me?
Right.
Well, I know everybody just ain't got that good, man.
I'm pretty sure she do.
I mean, like, believe it when I
For
tell
a
you.
nigga to name his son a number, she gotta have some real good. Shout out to 7, you know what I mean?
But that's the thing, Kaya. Like, you say all of that, but you told me that, you know what I'm saying, in order for like self-love and you to walk out their own pace, there's certain things you have to start mastering about yourself. Like, you got to do the work in the dark, because you do the work in the light. So the first thing that you told me was like, yo, start small, man. Just make your bed. You know what I'm saying? As simple as that sound and as hereditary as that's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Wake up and make your bed. You know, my parents used to make me do it as a kid, but as I got older, you know what I mean? Some of those disciplines disappeared. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it's about, too? It's about confidence.
Right.
That's another reason that we get dressed look great when we head out the doors. It's a confidence thing. I mean, the actions of confidence come before the feelings of confidence. So you gotta try to put your best foot forward. The people are gonna look at you and go, "Not look at this nigga, but damn, look at this nigga." You know what I mean?
Well, what you
gotta
say
put
to the nigga that's confident that don't worry about the bullshit, because he already know he go on pet position, and if these niggas don't go with it,
show me one.
Well, okay.
Show me one.
I can't say for a fact.
Check. Even a nigga who
you can't just claim it just because you don't know that it is.
But I'm saying, show me one, because I don't know one. I don't know nobody who doesn't keep those at a certain balance.
Keep yourself looking good, but still make bread. Like, I'm pretty sure there's people that look broke and poor as fuck, and they're probably billionaires. I'm pretty sure there's people.
I'm pretty sure they are, and
the leaders of the world, Bill Gates, wear the same shit.
Bill Gates, you never seen Bill Gates scruffy. That nigga always got a clean face.
What you call it? The CEO,
Zuckerberg, same thing, clean face all the time. Like, niggas wake up. Wait. They wake up every day and shave their face.
Right.
Every day they wake up and shave their face. They might not get a haircut all the time, but they ain't never got no facial hair out of place. Look at my shit. My shit look crazy right now.
That shit sound right to you? I'm like, come on, why they ain't got no razor bumps or no shit like that? They got a clean shave, everything with them.
I don't know.
That shit ain't normal.
I feel like black people, we use clippers, so as long as you use clippers, you ain't gonna get up any razor bumps. But I know that you gotta get up every day and shave their face. Yeah. Mustache, you don't have no mustache, no beard, no nothing, no facial hair. And they in these corporate American places, because in corporate America, that is the standard. You feel me?
No, yeah, you gotta be a face.
Everybody there got a baby face. My lawyer got a baby face, nigga. That nigga don't have not a stash or nothing. I was looking at this nigga like, I trust him.
I'll be working in TV and see these guys when they go to the makeup. They go to the makeup with the razor blades and clippers. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro. This is just the standard. It's appeasing people, and it's a level of confidence. And niggas know, like, yo, when I step in a room looking like this is the reaction I'm expecting.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that gives you the battery you need. I try to explain that to my son. My son was playing flag football with the fighting shit. That nigga, I'm like, you scared? He's like, no. And he go in there fight, no issue. Flag football, my man. Every time it's time for him to get the ball, I be like, yo, what happened? Why you ain't run like that? I was scared. I told the coach I was scared. And you hear the coach going, KJ, you got this. He's like, I told him I was scared.
The heat of the moment.
I'm like, yo, bro, your confidence is not there because you haven't acted confidently. I mean, once you start acting confidently, once you start running the ball and doing whatever you got to do with confidence, the feelings of confidence come after. I mean, you have to put out the work first. I forgot what book I read it came from, but you got to put the work in first. I'm good. I don't know something.
Yo, I heard one of the CEOs I used to work for say that. He said, I'm not confident because I speak good. I speak good because I'm confident.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to put the work in first. Everything is work, even your image.
All right. Switching gears, going to Kaya NYC, dropping 2 projects in the year 2022.
Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying? How was that? Take us on a journey of how was that process?
So the first tape I dropped was called Keep Going.
Keep Going.
That's a tape where everything was produced by Q Banger. Shout out to Q. It features Teddy Basics, my man Ty Skrilla. Shout out to Skrills. Skrills and Teddy, I think those are the only 2 dudes on it. And then I got Jazz Ashwood and Nicole from Edenwald. I think those is, Lady Slim. Lady Slim, shout out Lady Slim, so I definitely can't forget Lady Slim. But it came about with me just sitting around, and I went almost a whole year without releasing music. I released one song last year.
Was that Suit and Tie?
No Suit.
No Suit.
No Suit. It was the only song I released, only video I shot last year. And it was like, yo, I named the tape Keep Going because I needed to motivate myself, you feel me? I needed to feel more confidence. So I had to put the works of confidence, like, man, keep going. You good, you got this, keep going. I was slacking for a while. I will say confidently, I don't think niggas is really rap. I don't think niggas is really fucking that's the God honest truth, bro. I really feel like that because I listen to everybody's shit, bro. Everybody from the rinky dink nigga who only got 80 followers on Instagram to the niggas that's up next to the superstars. And I'm listening to niggas' songs and I'm listening to these hit songs and I'm like, yo, the only reason my song is not a hit song is because I don't got the audience or the marketing budget. You feel me? That's why I don't have hit songs.
Right.
But my catalog is full of hit songs. Maybe I need to re-record them, or maybe they can get mixed a little better. Like whatever your issues with the music is, right? Because everybody got their own. Everybody hears it different. So I hear a lot of opinions, especially at an artist at this level. I feel like a nigga like Drake, a nigga like Lil Wayne, like that tier of rappers. When niggas walk in the room and hear their music, they don't walk in the room to critique their music. They walk in the room to hear it and just be in awe. It don't matter who I send the song to, my nigga. Everybody got an opinion. At the end of the day, I can't take nobody's opinion but my own because if I'm going to listen to 40 motherfuckers tell me how I should do this song differently, I might as well not do it.
They should do it.
They should do it, right? They should do it. So it's like, keep going is just something in my head that's just like, all right, bro, you just got to keep pushing forward. Like, keep pushing.
Why?
Because, you know what? This week, I just figured out what my musical goal is. And I started listening to Wendy Day. She's on a podcast with 2 other dudes. I can't remember their names or the name of the podcast. But the lady's name is Wendy Day. And basically, in the podcast, they was talking about you got to know what your purpose is. Why are you making this music? Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to be? And I've realized what I want to be, bro. I want to be a one-hit wonder. Like I'm in a place in my life where I'm in a steady career. I'm making decent money. I have great benefits. You know what I mean? I'm in the city I love. I live a very happy life. You know what I mean? Happiness I don't gotta be super rich to be happy, my nigga. I'm happy. I can come pull up on a Tuesday on my break. It's 2 in the morning. And I'm sitting with my niggas. You feel me?
2 times. I'm happy.
I'm happy though. You feel me? I'm happy. So it's like, all right, boom. All I need is now. It's not a little feat. All I want is a because I got high, Gallus, one of those kind of hits. You know what I mean? All I want is one. Like,
Kung Fu Fighting.
Yo, listen, if it's Kung Fu Fighting, as long as I don't look stupid or make my mother hate me, like, I'm with it. As long as I, you know what I mean?
I'm sure she wouldn't hate you if you made that one hit wonder.
Nah, my mother would. No disrespect to the
like a
LGBTQ and stuff like that, but if I was on Little Nas X dressed like the devil and shit like that, my mother would not be happy with me, my nigga. You feel me? So as long as I ain't got to do no crazy ass weirdo shit, you know, and I can make a hit song and still beat me and like live that glory, ride the fame, and then be able to pass the jewels down to people who really want to pursue this as a career. Because honestly, bro, in the music that we create, at our age, my nigga, we dinosaurs already.
Yeah. Right.
Niggas don't want to hear us.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like, all right, if I could get one, if I could just get one, and it don't gotta be a global smash, you know what I mean? I just want to get a song that I could go to the club in 5 years and niggas are still playing that shit. It's like, oh, I did good. I did good. You know what I mean? Get whatever bread I could get from the situation, make the rest of the bread, and that's it.
Right. Yo, I was just talking to my man today. He was like, yo, you know, I was bumping your joint for my mans and them and all this and all that. That shit just felt like success to me, bro. It was like, yeah, I was just bumping the joint and letting my boys in. And it was like, yo, he really did that? He was like, I know him. He did that. He living what he rapping about.
Yo, you know what's hard for me? Is like when you get in somebody's car or something like that and they start playing your songs. Yeah. Cause I be in that weird space like, oh yeah, you playing my shit to you just playing my shit because I'm sitting here.
Right.
I be checking my Spotify for artists, man, and I don't see no streams from this area. So it's like, I don't know, I be torn, bro.
But you said something about you know, not embarrassing your mom, and when I hear that, I think of like integrity and you know what I'm saying, building an image that's authentically you. How important is that to both of y'all?
You wanna go first for my boss?
Building an image
and being true to yourself.
Well, I would only go but so far to just like Kaya said, like, but that would be more for myself than like for like my moms or anybody else. Like, if I want to do a porno, like I'll do a damn porno.
They got the bag, blind voice said, forget integrity.
Oh, no, because I believe in a thing called like inability. You gotta release your inhibitions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you good at sex, then sell sex. I mean, like, just be a professional at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be a...
I ain't knocking nobody hustling.
I ain't gonna nothing. Yo, how you do it is how you do it. You can do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, but me, I still have certain goals for myself though. So like, I don't think I would be in a porno. I don't know.
What about you?
What's the question again? Because this nigga talking about porn.
Throw everybody off, right? Everybody's ready to jack up. But I was saying that, you know, how important it is
for your image
and you to uphold integrity and your image and being authentically you.
I feel like integrity is everything, bro. Because you know me, bro. I work with high school kids too. So besides the kids I teach, I coach baseball and I be around different kids in the high school setting all the time. And I'm always telling the kids, yo, bro, you still gotta do what's right even when nobody's watching you, bro. That's what integrity is. Doing what's right. Like, you still gotta be you when nobody's watching. If you somebody different when nobody's around, nigga, that's not you. You faking it. You whatever. You just trying to get by, man.
Trying to impress whoever you around.
Right. That shit is fake. My nigga, you just gotta be who you gotta be.
Yo, and I got the illest game today. My man said, I was telling him I'm going on a date. But, this has always been a problem with me. Like, I could vibe around y'all and I could be myself around y'all because I'm not trying to flirt with y'all. I'm not trying to take y'all to the bedroom or nothing like that. So it's just like, but let's say an attractive woman was here, you know, the whole game plan, the whole aura and energy a change. And my man had to tell me, he was like, yo, if you can't be yourself around a female, you don't need to be around them. You know what I mean?
You trying to mean like what, you gay or something?
That goes back to what we were talking about earlier, though, my nigga. Trying to put your best foot forward. Like, you don't, my nigga, especially when it comes to women, my nigga, you don't know how many niggas is banging on her fucking DMs in her door trying to get her attention. You got hers, you not trying to lose it, so you trying to put your best foot forward. Sometimes your best foot and who you exactly are on the first date is not what she needs to be. Maybe date 3, maybe date 5.
When she's inside, she gonna give it a shot.
Right. Like, before this gets serious, bitch. I use the word bitch at least 6 to 10 times. Referring to you.
It ain't my fault.
Yeah. Just let you know.
That shit just happens.
All right. So, Kanye, going back to music, what do you want the audience to take away from your music?
I think what I want the audience to know is, I could say I've been very privileged, right? I smile a lot, but that doesn't mean the life goes without pain. And a lot of my music, bro, I'm talking about the shit that makes me hurt. I'm not really talking about, I don't really have happy songs, but a lot of my songs aren't happy. Even though I'm a smiley, giggly, joking ass nigga all day, the music I create isn't happy. And this nigga Mo was like, yo, you a partying ass, fun ass nigga. Like, make more songs like that. And I was like, yo, you know what? You right. I need to. And it was just like, I don't feel that though. Like, I can only make what I feel, bro. And I feel like I write the best songs when I'm going through the worst shit. You ain't brush your teeth and wash your ass? I wrote that shit sitting alone on my couch. Sitting alone on my couch. And my girl and my son was in the Bronx and I'm stuck in the house by myself. Cause I go do something for yourself. Clean this shit up. Right. I cleaned up, took a shower, shit like that, and I sat down and I was like, you know what? Most of that shit come out of pain. So what I want people to know about the music is I'm human. I hurt, I feel. I also have fun. I mean, I try to give you a little bit of everything. Literally. From the lowest of lows to having fun with my niggas. Like, try to give you everything. I'm pretty sure I have at least one song out there that you can relate to that'll touch you. Promise you. Guaranteed.
I co-sign that too. So switching gears, what would you guys say that being this past Christmas and it's the holidays and we coming up on the new year, Like, what would you say that you learned about yourself this year that you can carry with you into the next year? My boss.
Shit. I'll probably say the best thing is learning about like how important personal because I've been single for a minute and
Don't nobody want your ugly ass.
nah, because I've just been working on myself. Like in relationships,
that's what the chicks be saying, that they ain't found the right dick yet. I'm just working on myself.
But I actually mean it. But nah, I'm saying because I actually found out that I'm actually good with chilling in the house in my own space, doing the things that I like to do, not trying to impress or not trying to please anybody else. Like, you know what I mean? Pouring straight out the bottle, not using a cup type shit, taking the shit with the door open type shit.
We social creatures, though. We social creatures, bro. I know you wish you had a good, trustworthy, loyal joint to share that space with.
Well, of course. That happens every so often, but I've been in relationships like motherfucker too, and I've been laying right next to that female wishing the bitch wasn't there. So, like, that's just the opposite shit.
God damn, get the collection.
So, it goes both ways. You always gotta go through the different emotions, however you feeling. So,
what do you think would make, what's the better life for you?
That, I don't know, honestly.
You gotta think about it?
That I might have to think about.
It's
But I really do like the chilling, doing whatever I want to do, how I want to do this shit. This shit
what Chris Rock said, alone and happy, or in a relationship and miserable?
No, he said single and lonely.
Or
Single and lonely, or married and miserable.
Single and
There's
lonely.
no happiness, no way.
I seen some
But
Instagram
I think
video.
I'm happy.
This nigga was like, yo, I figure out the greatest hack to life. And the nigga just basically did the I pronounce you Chuck and Larry shit.
Yeah.
They basically saying that. He was like, yo. He's like, marry one of your friends. Right? You can still fuck all the women you want. You split all the bills down the middle. And you're in a 2-income household. And you get all the benefits. Whoever got the better benefits, you get all the benefits. I'm like, damn, that shit don't sound that bad.
What's the catch?
Ain't no cash, nigga. You just gotta be married to your nigga. The paper say you married to a nigga.
Yo, this is my husband right here.
But yeah, so if anything that would bring to it into this shit is don't be afraid to be alone. Like you never know, like how you could please yourself.
Nigga, I please myself once a day like vitamins.
It says sometimes twice.
Yep. So Kaya, same question to you. What you learned about yourself this year?
I learned that, yo, you know what's crazy? I learned that being still isn't terrible. I know me from kids, bro. I can't be still for shit.
Wow.
I was always on the go, always at somebody's house, out the city, out the state. I was always on the go, bro. This year is the most I've ever sat still ever. And it's like, still isn't terrible. Honestly, Christmas was on Saturday. I had family at my house Friday. I stayed in the house Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What's today?
Monday.
Tuesday.
So it's Wednesday now.
So I stayed in the house for 4 days. I didn't give a fuck what was happening today. I was coming outside. I I was like, nah, we going outside. There ain't no way I'm staying in the house. Definitely not on Blind Boss' birthday, you know what I mean?
Right.
Out to the Blind Boss.
Birthday and book release.
Yeah, book release, Dying to Live.
You could have been anywhere in the world, Blind Boss.
He said, get drawn. I ain't read the book yet, but I got a catchphrase fucker, so y'all gonna hear it.
But I was saying that like Kaya with your dropping 2 projects and Blind Boss becoming a official author, like really kind of beat the odds. You know what I'm saying? Growing up where we grew up at, and you know, I was telling Blind Boss like most of the people we knew didn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? And we basically raised ourselves or grew up in a time where single mothers was raising black families. You know what I mean?
We been beat the odds though. How many people we know didn't make it to 25, let alone 30?
A lot.
Around.
How many niggas we know been in jail for 10 years?
A lot.
You feel me? We
Yeah.
been beat the odds, my nigga. How successful we go is how successful we go. I think we been beat the odds, bro.
What about you, Ed? What you bring into next year? 2023.
Oh man, the same thing I'm bringing now, just at a better and more intellectual, more professional. Like the last 2 years, I've been like, it's been like the kickstart, getting familiar with everything from music to running a t-shirt company to podcasting to even trying to write my own book. But it's all been at like an airmanship. You know, I've been in a professional manner where I could present it to the world and be proud of it. So, you know, next year I want to take that step into showing off my artistry in a way I could be proud of.
So, what class you gotta go to for that?
Used to.
Niggas in church.
Church. You know, it's crazy because I hear myself answer these questions and talk, and I'm like, and I can feel the change already, bro. I can feel the change already. I had a conversation with Kaya the other day. I was like, yo, bro, I'm not dumb. He was like, yo, you've been through enough shit not to be dumb, bro. And that was like one of the realest things I've ever heard. You know, he said, you've been through enough shit to not make you dumb.
Not be dumb, bro.
Yeah, speak on that.
You literally, bro, life experience is they say experience is the best teacher. They say smart men learn from the experience, wise men learn from the experience of others. If we listen to all the shit the older niggas told us, we'd be leaps and bounds ahead of shit. But we had to experience it for ourselves. I mean, you experience it for yourself and like, damn, this nigga told me this shit was gonna happen. This shit happened. I'm definitely not doing this shit again. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Or you're gonna keep doing it. Some people keep doing it.
Niggas insane.
Yeah. They said shit don't really start clicking till you turn 30. And if you stupid, you wait till what is something you look forward to accomplishing?
This year, I think my is gonna be helping all my friends drop, including you. I got Dice, and I got Teddy, who I'm helping, like organize shit, not like with the music, like helping them make music per se. But I'm just helping them like organize the shit and drop in and getting everything together and shit like that. Shit that I should be doing for myself, but I don't know why it's so much easier to do for other people. You know what I mean?
Because you always see the picture when you're not in the frame. You know what I mean? Blind Boy Thug said that.
Yeah, Denzel said it's chess, it ain't checkers.
It's just
checkers. I've been watching him
this
with
next year,
purity for 40 years.
I'm helping everybody drop in a way where I've learned from trial and error to make niggas sense. Honestly, when it comes to music and anything else, image is important, and it's what niggas believe that you are. You are what they think you are. My nigga, I started dropping all those songs and videos back to back to back to back for a good year, and niggas was like, "No, this nigga's on fire." You feel me? I'm like, I'm dropping better music now, and they're like, "Damn, niggas is coming to me like, yo, when the last time you dropped something?" I'm like, "Damn, I just dropped something 2 weeks ago." Like, like, no, you hear
that. So that's what it is. I think what separates somebody is the branding and promotion. You know what I mean? Because everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is good to somebody, and everybody. I feel like once you put pen to paper and write down what you're thinking, you know, I think that's being halfway there, bro. It's like, I remember Chris Rock had a conversation with Patrice O'Neal on why he ain't where he should be as a comedian. He said, "You think this is just about jokes?" It's not just about jokes. You know what I'm saying? If it was, you would be the funniest person in the room every time. But it's not just about jokes. You know what I mean?
So what is it about?
It's about creating a connection with the people, and especially the people that could put you in these positions. Having access to the people that could put you in positions where you can flourish with your artistry.
They say your life only goes as far as the people you talk to for no reason.
That was 50.
You gotta talk to people. You'll never know what doors niggas will open up, bro.
That's a fact. And I was telling Blind Boss, like, yo, and in case of scenario, son, I always say that if you're looking for good people, become a good person, you'll attract good people. You know?
Maybe, yeah.
I'm not laughing at you. I just had a thought in my head. I don't know why I started thinking about Fantasia. I was like, well, I guess if she hung out with some readers, then maybe she get her shit together.
You stupid.
Nah. Well, if she hung around readers, then what does she need to know how to read for?
Go ahead and free yourself.
Shout out Fantasia. She said, yo, if you still listening to the shit I said back then, you need to go somewhere in hell.
Fire. No, every time I think of Fantasia, it was a meme that her, like, remember the game Ruzzle?
Yeah.
Remember the Ruzzle game? So it was a meme or a picture of her, like, twirling her earring or some shit. And it was like, I want to play Ruzzle. And that shit, to me, is the funniest shit ever.
So, Blind Boss.
You.
I know the book just dropped today, but it's like, yo, what's next?
What's next already? Man, this shit is a solid book.
Yeah, bro.
You know, I feel like I'm a writer at heart, so I'm actually writing on a different piece as well. So I'm actually hoping to actually try to promote this book as well, called Before and After.
Before and After?
Yeah. And it's basically a book about before and after life. Like you know how, like, when somebody say, oh, damn, like, in my past life, I had to do some fucked up shit. That's the only reason why I'm going through this now.
Yeah.
I took that concept and made a whole book out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I called it Before and After, and it's the life. It's before and after life. And it's the whole scenario about how he did some fucked up shit, and now he got sentenced to life, so he has to live a fucked up life now, and mad shit just happens to him. You know, so it's like I'm actually hoping to put that out within the next couple of months or so. So that would probably be like my next accomplishment.
It sounds like a 5-star idea, so congratulations in advance, brother.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, this is my passion. So I got a lot more coming. And then it's like, yo, entertainment. I just love to be entertained, and so I figured if I love to be entertained, and I'm just human, everybody else loves to be entertained too. So let's just all entertain each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, I got a joke for y'all. Y'all ready?
So
Alright, so it was this guy. He went to the doctor, right? The doctor said, "Have you ever had that before?" The guy said, "Yeah." The doctor said, "Well, you got it again." I got another doctor joke, alright? So a guy go to the doctor, he tell the doctor his elbow fucked up. And the doctor sends him home with a pee cup. He's like, pee in the cup, bring it tomorrow, and I'll tell you what's wrong with your elbow. So he gets pissed from his wife, he gets pissed from the dog, and you pee all in the cup, the same cup. He's like, I'm gonna fuck this doctor brain up. And he brings the piss back to the doctor. The doctor tests the piss, and he comes right back out. He was like, listen, I checked the piss, and I just wanted to let you know that your wife has rabies, the dog pregnant, and your elbow be fine if you stop jacking off.
That's funny.
Yeah.
The shit that you be thinking.
Shout out to Guard Red Fox. That's his show.
Red Fox is there, right?
Yeah.
There's a piece of Red Fox in there.
For real.
I got a question for you, Diggity. Ready?
What's up?
And it's not gonna be. I don't need no politically correct answers or nothing. I need real answers. Somebody asked me this answer, and I couldn't come up with the answer. So
we going raw, though.
Raw dog.
No problem.
Top 5 battle rappers of all time.
Ooh.
On the spot.
On the spot, we going Daylight, Murder Mook, T-Rex, Loaded Lux, and I had to put New Jersey Twerk.
Yo.
New Jersey Twerk in there because even though he's inconsistent, but when he's consistent, he leaves Earth, bro. I remember I was listening to, and I saw this on Instagram, and it happened to me. So it was a dude recording himself watching New Jersey Twerk battle, and he was going so in deep with his verse. The kid, he just started crying, bro. and talking about battle rap, talking about killing somebody in multiple ways, battle rap. And he just started crying because it's beautifully crafted and all of that. And it happened to me, bro. It was like beautifully crafted. I was just like, oh my goodness.
I got a question, a follow-up question, right? Because here was because Twerk, I thought Twerk 2, top 5. I thought Twerk 2. But Twerk chokes.
Right.
And there's somebody else who chokes, too. Who else chokes? Who has choked more than once?
Sue Surf, Loaded Lux, out of the people I named?
No. Somebody you didn't name.
Who else chose? Everybody.
Give me one more guess.
Lou Castro?
Nah. Chess.
Oh yeah, Chess. Of course, Chess. Yeah.
Chess, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, twerk and chess are one and the same to me because I feel like both of them, when they on top of their shit, is like,
right.
oh my God, how did y'all even think about that shit?
Right.
Like, they both have had.
I watched the battle. I watched the battle with Chess and the Saga from 2016. And Chess was rapping like you could go back to that battle, and it sounded like it was recorded today. Talk about like diseases and poison in the food, and you know what I'm saying. People getting killed for their Jordans and stuff like that. And it was like, yo, this shit is happening today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not just beautifully crafted, but it's timeless. You know what I mean? Timeless, bro. Real talk, but I'm a battle rap dope fiend, bro.
I feel like my homegirl Josie, she got invited to Mav's show. Before Mav's show blew up, I guess he had like he was inviting like regular battle rap fans, not regular battle rap fans, but like battle rap fans, like fans of battle rap to come to the show and like talk and shit like that.
Right.
And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
So she didn't get a chance to go, but she was supposed to be on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she definitely, shout out to Josie, she sends me all the links. When there's battles on Saturday, she sent me all the links. Like, yo, watch it.
Right.
She definitely be doing her thing. But yeah, I mean.
I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
What was the best battle you've ever seen?
I ain't gonna hold you. The best battle I ever seen, the one that comes to a head immediately, is Lux and Calico.
I think that's the battle that made people fall in love with battle rap. You know what I mean?
Yo, Lux and Calico, it's just like everything you want in the battle is there, my nigga.
Right.
Calico clearly won the first round because Lux choked.
Right.
His second round was, and then Lux came out flaming.
Snatched the whole rounds back. You know who else did that? Murder Mook. Murder Mook did that versus Tay Rock. It was like a evenly battle, but Tay Rock Murder Mook third round just defeated all the Tay Rock's 3 rounds.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mook is definitely a GOAT. I mean, you can't take nothing from Mook. So it's like, I don't know, when I watch Mook battles, I don't watch them with the same. That's the same kind of conversation I was saying earlier, where niggas walk in the room with Jay-Z and Drake and shit. Yeah. I ain't really critiquing Mook bars. I'm just there to listen.
Right.
I'm just there to listen.
Right.
I know Tay Rock just got 30 though.
Yeah, I just literally watched it.
That nigga got 30.
It was a gentleman's 30 because Tay Rock was pretty fire too. It's just that what killed him was that angled and about to fight, and everybody knowing you for almost fighting and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that nigga bars was wrote about you almost fighting.
Right.
Like nigga was almost fought on stage. And then the nigga's bars is about you almost fighting.
And then like, when you got mad dirt on you and you dig up dirt on somebody else, that's kind of like, alright. You know what that's like? That's like freaking you and your mans running from the police, right? You hide in the garbage can, your man get caught. And then he go to the garbage can like, yo
we got caught.
We caught. We caught.
It'll come out, nigga. We caught.
Yeah, man. But yeah, shout out to Battle Rap, shout out to Smack, all of that. Huge fans, bro. Super huge fans. You ever thought about battling?
Nah.
I'm thinking about it.
You know why I never thought about it? Because them niggas gotta remember all that shit.
All of that shit.
I ain't gonna hold you. The first cypher I've been into as an adult.
Yeah.
These niggas was really freestyling up the head, saying whatever, and I was like, damn. I could definitely freestyle way better now, but at the time I couldn't really freestyle. And I'm like, I'm about to just spit some writtens at these niggas.
Right.
And I couldn't remember my writtens past like 4 or 6 bars. Like,
Right.
Ain't no way I could get up 3 minutes of bars, my nigga. How many bars is that?
With the crowd cheering you on, stopping you, so you gotta run it back so you can remember. You know what I'm saying? And performing in front of the audience and all that.
But there was a nigga who repeated his whole line every single time he stopped.
Right. But that's dope though, cause if you fire, you don't even gotta say the whole shit. The audience
gonna pick up on it.
Yeah.
If your bars is memorable enough, and you just gotta be a fire bar. Because when they come back, everybody's gonna say the last word to the line.
Tay-Rock do that shit. He'll go a whole 2 minutes, and then he'll run the 2 minutes back, and everybody remember every line. You know what I'm saying? Every line.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. Any last words or anything on your heart you want to tell the world and stuff like that, or you know what I'm saying? If it's something you want to tell the kids.
Fuck these kids. I want to tell the world this though. You want to be happy? Do whatever the fuck you got to do to get some bread to keep you in your happy place. You know what I mean? The people at work ain't always your friends. I mean, you can find friends at work though. Them niggas is acquaintances. So anything that happens at work, don't take that shit personal. Them niggas ain't your friends. And if you want to keep having consistent sex for the rest of your life, don't get in a relationship. Because this shit ain't worth it. Not on that level. It's good for everything else that we talked about earlier. But the buns, nah. Go somewhere else for that. That's what I want to tell you. Hello, world.
What about you, Blind Boss?
So, I guess I'll just go with the cliche in the New Year's. I guess I have a New Year's resolution, and that would be to actually start excommunication to certain people out of my life and start bringing in certain other people into my life. Like people that would bring me more of what I feel I need to move on, like receiving that kind of energy, you know, like go-getter energy and move around energy and ambitious energy and self-motivating energy. You know, I want to surround myself around more people like that.
Yeah, that's dope, man. And for me, mine's is simple, bro. I this changed my whole perspective. It was like when I was out here self-destructing in this very apartment by myself, you know, drinking gallons of Tito's and, you know what I'm saying, Uber eating to the point like I should have put fucking shares inside the company. You know, just killing myself. You know, somebody told me, you know, be kind to yourself. So, and that changed everything for me because people always say, you know, you're going to get through this. You know, you got this. You know, I'm with you. If you need anything, let me know. And they say stuff like that, but nobody tell you, like, yo, be kind to yourself.
For sure.
You know, and I want to spread that message going into the New Year's. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to always beat yourself up, and you know you could put a date on when you're gonna start working on yourself and stuff like that and accomplishing. Because that's what depression is. Depression is not doing what you said you'd do. You know what I'm saying? You get that shitty feeling and stuff like that. So be kind to yourself. You know, put a bow on their hair. You know, my brothers is falling asleep. We went from high energy to middle energy to...
I'm still high, nigga.
So, I've been up since like 4.
Word. I mean, that's at 7 a.m. What time is it?
It's like 3 this afternoon. I ain't gonna hold you. I took a nap when I first woke up. So I woke up.
3 a.m.
Before you put a bow on it, is Daylight the best battle rapper of all time?
He might be. Yeah, he might be. It's between Daylight and Mook and Loaded.
So, how do you get past him trying to stick a microphone in his ass?
Daylight. Yo, that was a marketing brand. Yo, when you listen to the dude been rapping the way he been rapping since he came out. But he had no intention, no exposure. So he said, when I started trolling and getting people to watch, going on Vlad TV to say I suck Diddy dick and, going to battle saying, yo, if you want me to battle serious, put money in this bucket, and he still ain't battle serious. You know what I'm saying? All of that stuff was to bring...
Is his mother alive?
Yeah, his mom's alive.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not doing that like that to embarrass my mother, bro.
Yo,
I'm not embarrassing my mother like that, bro. Like, your mother still gotta go to church or to work wherever she go, and she was proud of her son up to a point.
Right.
They struck the mic in your eye.
Yo, it's funny.
The niggas, I forgot to take my pills. Nigga threw the prescription bottle and started wilding the floor. They like, what's wrong with this nigga? Nigga took a mic and put it to his ass. Like, come on, bro. You're doing too much. Your mother. What about you?
Yo, Gilly the King, he said that, yo, and for all y'all want to go viral and stuff like that and be famous, I'm going to show y'all right now. You want to go viral and be famous? Record yourself shitting in a bowl and eat it. I bet you go viral, bro.
Too Asian shit.
But that's the thing. You know what's funny? I'm watching the Daylight battle, Daylight versus Ill Will, right? And he was like, he said he brought up a bar. He was like, you was too busy trying to suck Diddy dick. And Daylight was like, oh my God, this and that. And Ill Will said, nigga, you said it. What you get all that for? Yeah, so freaking, I don't know. That's a crazy shit. Because he like, yo, all the talent in the world ain't never paid attention to it until he started, you know what I'm saying, trolling. Just trolling and shit like that.
I don't know.
I know how to get attention. Just pull your shirt up and then just rub mad strawberry jam all over your belly.
Now this nigga high. He want a human. He want a peanut butter and belly sandwich.
Nigga was saying no buckets for the night. I don't know what he was doing.
Nigga said, yo, I promise you that would get you views, though. And I don't think moms would be too disappointed in that.
Yes, yo, bro. When we was kids, right? We would go to parties and shit. My mom used to always say the same thing before I left the house.
Don't get belly on your chest.
You know how they say, what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
My mom used to always think, what would Sheena say? I promise you, bro. And if I listened to that advice my entire life, my life would have been squeaky clean, perfect.
Yo, I live my life not to embarrass my mother, bro.
Still to this day. I curse my mother now, I still say, I'm sorry. I was like, yeah, we was at my house on Friday. My motherfucking house. That I fucking paid the water and heat and all this kind of shit. Yo. We was talking about something like, yeah, that shit don't. Oh shit. Sorry, man. I was like, yeah, sorry.
I'm fucking up, man.
Nah, I can't curse you from my mom.
Yeah,
it's not that we can't, but it's a respect thing. At this big age,
right?
At this big age, no, none of our mothers take care of us, bro.
And that's crazy because we all started cursing around my mom's when we turned 18, right? And then as you get older, you like, yo, I got a great deal of respect for my mother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we stop, even if they allow us to, you just don't still feel right. So my brother turned 18 and he want to start cursing. I'm like, yo, don't curse around moms like that because she deserved the respect and not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Her raising you and, you know what I'm saying?
I'm telling my niece, like, nigga, I don't talk to my mother that way. You not gonna talk to her that way.
Right.
I don't give a fuck she right or wrong, nigga. I'm still gonna ride with her. I tell her she wrong.
Supposed to be adult, supposed to back up adult.
I got a question, right? I'm glad we ain't rap, right? So, say we together, right? And I'm talking to somebody and I'm irate, and I'm completely wrong. Do you stop me and tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah.
Give me a scenario.
Say, alright, boom. Say we in fucking Empanada Mama, right? Empanada Mama. And I'm telling the bitch that I ordered something, and she's saying I didn't order it, and I'm arguing with the bitch, and the manager gets involved in this, that, and the third. And I'm wrong. I am wrong. Do you tell me in front of everybody else, like, I know, my nigga, you wrong?
What do you mean, like, do I pull you aside or some shit?
Nah, I'm gonna say we out because that food ain't gonna be it's not coming regular. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we out. You know, messed up. They done probably spit it in, and like on Instagram, I seen a lady put hot dogs in her ass and then put it in a bun and serving it, bro.
Wait, how did she look?
She was a big old white chick.
Well, would it have made a difference if she was like Halle Berry or some shit like that?
Do
we make exceptions?
No, I don't want no ass dogs from Halle Berry. She like Billy Bob Thornton class. I don't give a fuck.
So what about that move chick?
Not
that chick that made that move video.
Doja Cat.
What about her? What is
I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody putting none of my food in between their ass. And
like, here, it's still good. I didn't touch
they
it.
said you really a munch now, nigga. But this is why I asked that question, right? So somebody I know hasn't spoken to somebody in their life for almost 15 years, over 15 years at this point, right? Almost 15 years. They haven't spoken. And I'm like, yo, you invited to this birthday party. This is going to be a milestone, a big celebration, and you on the guest list of expected invitation. He's like, well, why would they do that? I'm like, because, my nigga, at the end of the day, you still family, so we still you still getting the invitation. You're like, I don't know why I would do that, but last time I seen her, she wasn't speaking to me because this nigga wasn't speaking to me. I was like, nigga, that's her husband. What the fuck you want her to do? What you want her to do?
Right.
She's like, no. And I'm like, all right, bro. I was like, if me and you are out about and about somewhere, right? And you get it into somebody, full blown get into somebody, and I'm there and I'm riding with you, I'm gonna ride with you all the way, right or wrong. And we get in the car, I'm gonna let you know, nigga, you was fucking wrong. But I'm always gonna get in the car to do that shit. You feel me? When it's just us. I'm not gonna do that shit in front of everybody else. And he couldn't understand that. He was like, my girl will pull me to the side. And I'm like, your girl not on your team.
Side note, me and Kaya almost unbecame best friends at the age of like 12, 13. Kaya had beef with somebody. He was like, yo, we gonna jump him. I'm like, I ain't jumping nobody. Nigga said, word, you ain't gonna, I'm gonna go back to the block and tell everybody you ain't helped me jump this dude. I was like, damn, I'm in the dilly of a pickle. But yeah, those were crazy times. Crazy times. You remember that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I seen that nigga not too long ago.
Nah.
Seen the nigga. And he like, yo, Kaya. That's you, Kaya? I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm drunk. I'm just trying to go to Kennedy's and get some food. It's like 1 a.m. This nigga in front of Kennedy's, bro. Like, Kaya, that's you? damn, bro, you got big. What's up, though? What's good? What's good? You remember me, right? I'm like, alright, he on his bullshit. So I'm putting the boxer stance on. I mean, toe to heel. I balled my fist up, and I was just squaring up. He kept like trying to get close to me. I just kept squaring up with the nigga. Like, yo, I'm not gonna hit him first, but if he swing, I'm earthing this nigga shit. Yeah. Then the nigga was just talking. He's like, yo, this is what fucked me up. He said, yo, remember your brother duffed me out? I said, oh, this nigga might try to stab me right now. That nigga said, yo, you buy me a piece of chicken or something, bro? Fucked up.
God damn.
Honestly, bro, that shit broke my soul.
That shit broke my soul just now. Like,
Yo, bro, the nigga asked me to buy him some food. And I was like, alright, bro. I brought him like a 3-piece. I was a Rel brought him like 2 more pieces of chicken. Like, yo, bro, here. Just like, enjoy, my nigga. But that shit fucked me up, bro. I'm like, damn. And that's the only nigga in my life I ever had problems with. Like, for real, for real.
How did it start?
Because of Shaquan. I blame Shaquan. Nigga wanted, he's like, yeah, you want some status? Pop on that nigga. I'm like, I thought I was gangster. Right? I woke up like, it was good. I threw my hands and he like, yo, shorty, don't play with me. Like, yeah, that nigga was just like brushing me off. So I'm swinging at the nigga like, and he just leaving was just like, yo, shorty, stop, bro. Like, yo, he like, yo, stop playing with me. So at the third time, I turned around fast and slapped the nigga. Couldn't hit the nigga, but no, he just kept weaving my shit. It's like, yo, I'm not playing with you. He said, yo, if you swing at me one more time and mid-sentence, crack the nigga. And mind you, the nigga on roller skates too. Nigga on roller skates. And after that, that nigga was like, oh, I never seen the nigga before in my life. Never, ever, ever. After that day, I swear that nigga like 4 times a week.
How old was you? Let's put this in perspective.
Alright, so I had to be in like 3rd or 4th grade.
3rd or 4th grade. That's what I'm talking about, making it out. You know what I mean?
I literally had to be like
we couldn't. You could have stayed on that path and accelerated with that path, bro.
But I wouldn't have been smart enough to. I mean, like, he literally just kept missing.
What do you learn? What if he started knocking people out and got better at knocking people out and that shit became his drug?
I might have been a little bit. I might have been in 5th grade. Cause by the time that nigga punched me in my face for that shit, I think niggas, y'all was in like 8th grade or 7th grade.
Nah, cause I was in his class in 7th grade. And he was supposed to be in my sister grade, 2 grades ahead.
Right, so man, I'm a year younger than you.
And that was my man too.
I'm a year younger than you. And this nigga's supposed to be 2 years, so he's like 3 or 4 years older than me.
Right.
So when I'm fucking 12, 11 doing this dumb shit, this nigga like 14, 15, like, yo. That's why he like, yo, shorty, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Like, yo, I slapped the nigga. Come to find out that his aunt and uncle and shit live in my building. How the fuck? After that, yo, I seen that nigga all the time, bro. I used to be riding my bike and just hear footsteps. I look back.